ladies and gentlemen, seeing the fact that the traffic is starting to lighten up, and it's just about that time for us to break camp before the streetlights get any brighter, I think it's time for us to bring Music Village for this week to an emphatic close. But if you missed anything for this special milestone edition of the show, don't worry, we got you covered. Cause you can catch it again one more time, all the time, on our SoundCloud, Facebook, and even Tumblr pages, all named the same, only known as Music Village Radio under the hashtag MusicVillage280. And like we mentioned during the intro, folks, it's the same number of a highway or interstate that does travel through these Jersey roads. So yeah, we're about 7 away from the one that's near our hometown. So just to keep you guys on track at home. And if you guys want to figure out what are crazy and zany things that we still got prepared for the remaining days of this sports month, heading directly into the month of horror, like a highway road that's always congested but can get us home and away from it at a moment's notice, you can go ahead and check it out on our Twitter page and YouTube page, still both named the same, only known as the 008 0012. And before we head out for the night, we would like to thank, as always, you the fans out there for listening into this special month-ending milestone Wild World of Sports Month edition of Music Village. And if you guys and girls out there like what you heard, go out there and spread the word. You know what? Like that sports anchor that was a part of the amazing world of Gumball. Yeah, you know, PR department knows where I'm going with this and would say that this guy really does love sports. Yeah, he does. He even have a foam finger to prove it. And we would also like to thank you, the independent artists out there, for delivering that musical goodness like you always do. And keep up the great work, guys. And here's hoping one of you out there can do a cover of Comfortably Numb or the classic Charge song that you would hear during baseball games and basketball games, depending on where you are. And we would like to thank our musical guest for this week, none other than Valentin Solzhenitsyn with his song, The E Major Blues, that was featured during the intro for this week's edition of Music Village. And as always, man, keep up the great work, and we can't wait to hear what you got coming down the tubes next. And on top of that, folks, we would also like to thank, before we forget, none other than Sarsaparilla Mike for doing this week's edition of the DJ Smokey's True Video Game Stories. And wherever you are in Amarillo, Texas, hopefully you can come up north to actually celebrate our 280th episode after party like always. You know, with a couple of sarsaparillas if you're available. And finally, last but not least, we would like to thank you, the independent gamers out there, for coming out with all those sweet, sweet games that we had a chance to mention during this week's show. And as always, guys, keep up the great work and keep those indie games a-coming, because we'll always have a home for them here on Music Village. And all of the other shows we get a chance to mention them on because we love them so much. So keep those games coming. And I guess with everybody thanked, you guys out there, now we go out. I'm DJ Smokey on behalf of the maestro, Sarsaparilla Mike, and I guess for this sports month for this year, saying sports, 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 sports. But most importantly, when there's smoke, there's fire. And we'll see you guys next month for a very spooktacular edition of Music Village. But until then, good night, everybody.